You know, it's very difficult to arrive in this country with three negative things against you. First, you don't know anyone. Second, you don't have any money. And third one, and the most important, you don't know any English. So I arrived in Toronto in May of 1967. And surprisingly enough, I see snow on the ground in the month of May. The only English I used to know at the time it was good morning, good night, and thank you. However, as many people come from different countries, they have similar type of problems that I have, which they sleep on the street for a few days, they don't have nothing to eat, I don't know for how long. However, I searched for work, and lucky enough, I found a job in a company in Mississauga by the name Peabody Engineering. Now this company, it was producing boilers and heating system, also air conditioning system for Europe and some African countries. And the person that was qualified for this job, it was a person like me, which had a background in engineering, and the formulas I used to work, it was in a metric system, for instance, Celsius degree, kilograms, and meters. So all the end results of calculation was based on these three things. And because I was qualified, I got a job for this company, which I worked there until in the end of 1969. At the time, I had a few dollars put on the side, and that was good enough to make a down payment for a small packaging plant. It was producing and packaging different food products. So the first products which I was packing this plant, it was the rice. And I had to call him some name, so I call him Mr. Gouda's brand. It was well accepted in the market. And then I start pack other things, like for instance beans and different spices. I had to sell these products, and I convinced the Food City stores to introduce these products into their stores. And the first store that I had my products in was the Dupont & Shaw Food City with the manager Larry Starino. And the second one, it was the Galleria Food City with manager at the time, Frank Vicario. These two managers, they have given me a section in the store, which they call them international section, and was catering to nationalities like South American, Indians, and some Chinese. Now one product brought another one into the market, and I was updating always my machinery, the equipments, and also my products as well too. And I started importing products from all over the world. For instance, coconut cream from Sri Lanka, pepper sauces from Trinidad, different variety of syrups, and then we start packaging carbonation drink by the name Snappy Pop, and update the flavor year by year. First was the ginger beer, the cola champagne, cream soda, and we end up to have in total 16 flavors of these things. Now, other chain stores follow the idea of the Food City, and Loblaws was the next one, then Miracle Mart stores, Dominion stores, Sears, Supercenters, No Frills, Galate, and many independent stores. Everything was going well until January the 14th at 8 o'clock of 1979, which I was still working in the office, although that was a Sunday. and the temperature out was approximately 35 below zero. And as I was walking to my car, I slept and on the ice and sit down on top of my leg, which I crushed it completely. To make a long story short, I ended up to be in a hospital for quite some time. And within that period of time, few things happened in the factory. First, nobody used to know how to operate a computer. Then, the boiler was cracked, and therefore there was no heating in the building. As a result of that, we had a sprinkler failure, and the water was running into the warehouse on the top of the products, on the top of the machinery, and make a mess out of the whole thing. As a result of that, the bank have recalled my loan. And when I get out from the hospital a few months after, I found that I was out of business. So I had to work hard to be able to rebuild back again and get back into my feet. And that took me quite some time.